Long-distance bike riding is a challenge for anyone, but one Savannah rider has faced that challenge in multiple bike rides across Tennessee and Georgia.
And he's done it while facing his own everyday challenges of cerebral palsy. He's getting ready for his 7th bike ride across Georgia. Peter Iannuzzi, correct? Okay, I want to get that right, is joining us now along with his race supporters. We have Pastor Dusty Reynolds of Sycamore Church on the end and Dean Mesh in the middle there. Thanks for being with us, guys.
Absolutely.
Peter, we're just talking, we're amazed at how much you bike ride, how far you have ridden. When did you start getting into bike riding?
I started back in 1983.
1983.
93. When I was with the Nashville Bike Club. I used to live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, you lived up there.
And I couldn't get a job in horticulture, landscaping, so I just said, you know what, I want to do something to make a difference.
We're looking at some video of the ride last year.
What was the longest stretch that you've ridden at one time?
Back in 1995, I did a bike ride that was part of around the world, which was from Atlanta to Boston with Greg LeMond and Dave Jensen.
That's it's amazing because I can't ride to the corner. It's, you know, bike riding is something that you really have to strength train for. You have to build up to that. The big thing, guys, tell us about, you know, Peter's passion, and we want to raise some money for a couple of different reasons.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to meet Peter about 4 months ago, and from the first time I ever met him, I was inspired. I've played sports my whole life, always loved sports, and what he does, the average human being cannot do, much less with cerebral palsy. So I've done all I can to help raise money. We've had a lot of support from local businesses and restaurants, and because it costs money to travel and to attend these, you know, rides and accommodations. Peter's inspirational to me, and I try to tell his story to anyone I can be able to listen.
And it must be very inspiring, not only for members of the church, but everybody in the community, just to see the effort that goes into this.
We're so proud of him. He is. He's a blessing to us. He's a blessing to everybody. Savannah is fortunate to have him. I know his folks down in St. Simon's. They're very proud of him, and we're glad to have him in our church.
Yeah, we know that, you know, your church family is very supportive, and the friends that he has around him very supportive because they know his story. But we want to introduce Peter to everyone that we can, so that if you can help Peter, there's some smaller costs that you have for your ride as far as food and lodging. So we're raising money for part of that, but also you're raising money for cerebral palsy as well, correct?
Not necessarily. I'm doing awareness for them.
Awareness for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Which then people can donate to the society, to the foundation.
Yeah, through our Bragg Fund, you know, Peter wants to not just do the bike ride across Georgia, but he gets invited to many rides across the country, and it obviously costs money to travel that far.
Yeah.
You know, Iowa's one he really wants to do. It'll take some significant fundraising to be able to get him out there to do it, but I think we can do it with the help of the city and everyone that knows him.
And you don't have to do much. Any little bit is helpful, and it shows your support for Peter, which means so much to him as well, to know that people are supporting you, correct?
Yeah, and my future goal is to want to do a 48-state bike ride.
You're crazy. That's a long ride.
You don't want to ride in Hawaii and Alaska while you're at it?
Well, I mean, I appreciate the great country that we live in, and compared to other countries that just don't have the roads like we do.
Right.
I mean, it's just phenomenal how we are blessed to have a road system.
Yeah, and that's what about the Georgia race. It's not a race.
No.
It's a ride, so that you take your time and you get to see Georgia. So where are you starting? You're starting June 2nd.
we're starting June 2nd. Well, actually, we start the ride June 3rd.
Okay.
We begin at
Cordial.
Then we go to Tifton. Then we go to Douglas. Stay in Douglas for a day. Then to Waycross, Brunswick, which helped see my mom and dad.
Oh, that's great. We have so much more on our website about the ride. Hold on, Peter, because we're going to come right back and we're going to tell people how they can donate.